Yes, yes, people. What is going down? It is Ash here from the NTV iPlayer. It's been a minute since I've said that, and I know I sort of said like a year ago I was going to bring this channel back, and I still do want to bring the channel back. I just got very busy. If you don't follow my main channel, which is DJ Ash Noble, you won't know, but a hell of a lot of stuff has happened in the past year. Like I got a job and everything, and music just carried on being busy like it always is, and sort of like all the plans that I had to do things on this channel just got scrapped. But however, I was in work today, and I work for a place called the Goodwin Development Trust, and we run a lot of projects, and a lot of it is mainly like music based and music influenced, but they're on about running some Minecraft and Lego sessions to build like a historic building from Hull called the South Block House, and also to build a boat. And I'm not a nosy person, but I overheard like a meeting, and I just heard like Minecraft get brought up. So after the meeting, I asked one of the people. It was like a online sort of like Teams Skype sort of meeting, and I asked Jed, who sort of like works in the same like office room as me, and said like I heard something about Minecraft, and I was like, look, I built on this thing for absolutely yonks. So we got into the conversation about Minecraft, and then I started talking about my old stuff and my old sort of like cities and all the stuff that we used to do on Minecraft, and it got me back and it got me thinking that I want to do like a video stroke a stream reacting to my old city essentially. So I found a video from my good friend Steve Games, who at one point while we was deep inside of one of my cities took a video and took a tour. So sadly this video doesn't go over like everything. I don't think I can find a video that's going to show like everything that was built within this map. I think it goes over like a lot of the new parts, but it's years on. I've changed a lot since then, and I just thought it would be really, really good to look back. So I won't be completely looking at the camera, so I do apologise about that. I'm trying my best to look at it now, but I'll be turning to the side in a moment to watch the screen. But we're gonna look over my old city called Grovewood, and Steve Games gives a tour of the city. Now, I've turned the volume down on this just because he talks about the city and explains what's in the city at the time. So I've sort of turned the volume down so I can put my commentary over the over the stream instead of his, and then we'll sort of tour the city in the best way possible. So without further ado, let's actually get into this. It's 7 minutes and 57 seconds long. Let's do this. Let's actually do this. So from what I can remember, where we are at the moment upon the map is we're in I believe it was somewhat like West End Retail Park. So when I built Grovewood, I built like an area called West End, and there was some like it was like your typical retail park. So there'd be like a supermarket, then you'd have like a DFS, you'd have like a McDonald's, you'd have a load of cool crazy things. So I think down here at the point or at the time, I was gonna add like DFS, maybe sort of like Halfred's, maybe like a Curry's PC World, that kind of thing. I think a Curry's PC World was on the list, and I think a little bit after this video there was some more buildings that got done, and I think PC World was actually got placed next to DFS. So that was quite cool. So down here that I can remember, we had like Asda, we had a park, and then there was like a McDonald's and stuff. And this was like the, oh my god, this was like the West End roundabout. So yeah, so I'll just pause it. The roundabout. It took you off to a few different places. So one direction took you to West End Industrial Estate, where there was more like factories, there was more like warehouses, and then there was another direction that took you out of Grovewood, and it took you on to a motorway. I can't remember what the motorway was called. Like, I know it would have been like M something, but I can't remember. And then the way that Steve's gone in the video takes you like deeper into Grovewood, where we've got I think it was West End train station. I think that's what we called it. And then there's like a TK Maxx and a Pets at Home, a Fat Willie's surfing shop that if I was in this map right now, like, I would literally knock that building down because it just looks ugly. And in all fairness, the train station doesn't actually look the best either. The Pets at Home and the TK Maxx, they don't look too bad, but that train station and that Fat Willie's place, just, it kind of looks like a little bit of a newbie-ish sort of looking building. And I'm thinking, like, I can't remember who built it. I think someone built it for me and I just sort of helped out with it, but like now it looks awful. So if we come further down here, so yeah, so there was, oh yeah, so I remember right, I actually shut the TK Maxx down and I was actually going to move that, and I remember now that I was actually going to put it over where the DFS was, and I was going to make a better looking TK Maxx. Wow, the Eddie Stobart truck, that was quite good. Tried to actually write writing in it as well, and it actually kind of worked. So there's the Fat Willies. The taxi rank. So I did like a little taxi depot because we're right near the airport. I remember this now. We're right near the airport. So I did like a taxi depot, and it looked really good. It was like quite a biggish place, and it had its own like like where taxis could be like serviced and repaired. So it was a little bit of a bigger place. The only thing I sort of wish I'd done was maybe added some kind of like parking lot at the back for like loads of taxis to park. I don't think I did it. And then to the other side there was Enterprise Rental. So we got a roundabout, one stop. So I did like a one stop shop with bread, milk, that kind of thing. Crazy enough. And then there was like loads of houses. There was a Pizza Hut that Steve doesn't sadly turn to. I think he might have viewed it in another video, you see. I think this is like a part 2, but when he did the part 1, the city was like so bare compared to what it is now. So like we might be missing a few like older buildings, but if we'd have viewed like the first video, there probably wouldn't have been that much to view. So but yeah, let me know. Drop a like on this stream, and if I can find like an interesting tour of Los Ashleys, then we'll do a tour of Los Ashleys as well, because that was like my biggest sort of like city map project that I'd ever worked on. So we got loads of houses. One of them, I remember, yeah, we made it look like it was set on fire. We put like firemen there. You can see the Pizza Hut again. And they were just more or less the same houses, but I just like changed the colour of the roofs and the windows, so it looked like there was like the same build, but just you could still tell that there was a different house, and that they weren't obviously just the same house that they were. If you get what I'm saying, in that sense. I know next to the houses we built like it was like a leisure centre, so like a sports centre, swimming pool or all that kind of stuff. So that was obviously a cool thing. So you can see it here, and it was really cool thing to build. And I tried to base it off of the one that's in Driffield. So I sort of based it off that at the time, because I just thought, that's kind of what it is. But I did this inside a little bit different. But this is taking me back, man, like to the old days. Like, and I'd spend hours on Minecraft, as you know, building all of this stuff, and I kind of feel like I kind of feel gutted that I've obviously like not got these maps anymore, because although like you might just think like you wasted hours like on this game, like I still built some incredible things, and it took a lot of time, and now to think that they've just gone, is quite crazy. But cutting the long story short, there's actually well, I'm actually getting a PlayStation 4 back at some point, and the cool story about it is I'm actually getting the original PlayStation that I actually had. So when I moved to Hull, not long after I moved to Hull, I actually sold the PlayStation 4 to my good friend Leeton, and he used it for a bit, and then it just kind of got sat collecting dust. And then I kind of thought, well, I do kind of miss having a PlayStation, and there's like rumours, well, not rumours, but I've been in talks with some of the old lads that I used to jump online with, about jumping back online and just, doing some things, and maybe possibly relaunching Park Drive. But I don't want to say too much just yet, till we get some more things finalised. But the only issue is I can't get into the account that was associated with these maps. So like sadly, I'll lose these maps. And if we do bring like a Park Drive back, I'll be reconstructing the neighborhood. But it would be like really really cool, like if we could have got these maps back. But for whatever reason, I just can't get in, and it won't let me reset the password without asking me for a security question that I don't know. Sadly, I don't know the answer of it. So if you come down here, this was quite a new section. So it was like a little bit of a main road, and I was constructing a bridge that sort of comes out of so if we go down here, there's like, it's gonna be like a industrial area, and I think we've just actually like started to buffer. Are we even still? Oh yeah, we're back. Look. So yeah, so there's a little bit of a industrial area down here, typical sort of B&Q, the plum centre, like a place where you can hire out diggers, a screw fix and stuff like that, and just your general sort of hardware stores and stuff like that, which is it was based off of what we have here in the UK, and I was sort of still constructing this. It was still in sort of like, I don't want to say like early development. It was well on its way into the development, but it just needed some more things. It was just missing a few little bits and bobs, and I quite still like that screw fix. That's nice little screw fix. There's like some sort of like office place. Now this candy block building. Now I didn't build this. I didn't build this candy block building. Just here, you can see it there on the corner. I didn't build it. I know, I do remember who built it. It was Ant that built it. And I'm just going to be like completely like and truthfully honest, like it looks fucking terrible. Like I don't know why now, but it just looks so kiddie-ish. It looks like something from CBeebies. No offences, Ant, but like if I still had this map now, or like let's say I could get back onto this map and I could carry on building on it, like I would like literally legit knock that down and build something that looks more realistic, because that was just, it just didn't look that good. Come on, let's be honest. It's a bit colourful. I know you know that we could build something better than that now. Like, we're in 2023, for God's sake. And the PlayStation in front of us, I would probably also rip that down as well, just because I don't think it's really the fitting place to have a PlayStation. And again, I do something again that looks a little bit more realistic, and it sort of hide away from using like wool blocks to make a full building out of. Like using bricks and stone are like way more realistic, and I just think that PlayStation doesn't look the best. And to be fair, like it just doesn't, in my opinion, fit the area. Like it's right next to a level crossing for starters, so you've got like some guy holding a bank hostage, and then you're coming out of the police station, and the only way to get to the bank is to go over the level crossing, but you've got the Northern Rail coming through. You know, I just think personally, like, knock it down, put something else there that is probably going to be more fitting. There was another office building here. I didn't actually mind this one, so I probably would keep that one. It don't look too bad. But yeah, that candy block place, I would definitely build something a bit more realistic for that. Like, it kind of reminds me of like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and yeah. The building next to it, there's a fire station. I like the fire station actually. It looks a little bit different. Again, I don't know if it really is the place where I'd put a fire station. So I would maybe possibly knock it down and build something else. You know, we're in 2023 as far as that goes. But yeah, this office place, it doesn't look too bad. I actually like it. And then if we move over, there's a massive SBSC building, and like if I was in, well, that I can remember rightly before I stopped coming onto the map, I think I did actually knock that building down, and all I can remember is what a pain it was knocking it down, because there was no update for Minecraft where you could put the commands in and you could copy and paste, and like literally, no word of a lie, like taking that thing down was horrible. It was so big, and then like it left a massive hole in the ground that we had to fill up, and I don't think we ever filled it up, and I don't think anything like new ever got built there. But honestly, it was awful. But there's that candy block place. Look, Jesus, there's the fire station. So I think at the time when Steve toured this, I think the buildings that he's looking at were all new compared to when he last toured it. So he will look at some. He's looking at some of the buildings I can see. So I think like some of them, and like the ones he's looking at, like the fire station, must have been new for him. It can't have been built that long. So you can see fire engines outside. There we go. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, so it was actually so it was Zix underscore TV that actually made that. And you know what? I can't remember for the life of me who the guy even is. Like, I don't know if he even actually turned out to be someone that actually like started griefing and blowing up the world, because that was a massive thing back then that we had to deal with when building these cities. Like people that would pretend to help you for like 10 minutes, and then before you know it, they'd start lavering everything and destroying your map. Sad times, man. Sad, lonely times. So yeah, the SBSC building, we knocked it down, and then this place, it was like a railway station, but it was like not for passengers. It was like for, you know, like where trains with like coal carriages would pull up, or like parcel trains, freight trains that like delivered things, not passengers. It was like a station for that, and a friend of mine online at the time, he was American, and I can't remember for the life of me his name. And he built this. It used to come on, and he helped on the map for a bit, and he built this. He built this train. He built this like train station. I can't remember his name for the life of me. Wasn't Lego Fanhead? It wasn't Lego Fanhead. It was a. He was quite a good builder himself, but he could only get on at certain times because of the American stroke UK time zone. Level like Crossroads, the train tracks carry on, as you can obviously see. I don't know why these barriers were like on the floor. We've got like a Land Rover pickup. So I remember I used to watch a guy on YouTube, and I can't now for the life of me remember his name, but he was building like this really big sort of like mega map, and there was like different sort of parts of the world in this map. So I think he was on the PC version of Minecraft that I can remember, and he did like tutorials on like how to build cars and stuff, but his map was like mega. So you'd have like one area of his map, and it was like American based, and it was like a New York City sort of styled thing. And then you'd have like another part of the city, and it'd be like it looked like a British city. And then you'd have like a Chinese, Japanese sort of looking, and then you'd have like Rome, and there'd be like different areas like Paris and stuff like that, and they'd all have like buildings and stuff. And he did some really good like tutorials on like how to make cars and stuff, and they did like buses and trains. And I watched him for quite a few like vehicles, and it's just a shame that I obviously can't remember who it was. So if I remember right, this was a new area of the map, and so this actually has a little bit of back context. So way before Grovewood and way before Los Ashleys, there was a city on my old PlayStation account, and we called it Noble City. And myself, and I think who was it at the time? Um, it was um, his name was Cameron. His name was Cameron, and then he had a friend, and we built like a really good cathedral, and it looked absolutely sick. And um, me and him, we sort of like started the city, and then like there was a little bit of, I don't know if there was a fallout or something like that. I can't fully remember. I think Cameron, I don't think me and him like ever fell out, but we like we like built the cathedral together. There was like three of us, and anyway, it was always like I really rated the building. We'd done like really well with it, and I sadly lost that map. And then when I was working on this map, I got the idea that if I could like look at a picture of the cathedral from the old map, and like sort of like replicate it, then I'd like replicate it. So like outside of Grovewood, I decided to do like another city just across from Grovewood, that was called Noble City, and it was gonna be like the sort of like updated version of Noble City. So I was gonna try and sort of somewhat copy the like the same sort of like style that I'd gone for before, but like update it and make it better. So this sort of like little dual carriageway that heads back to this main motorway, it took you to the Grovewood, it took you to the Noble City, so like where we'd revamped it. So we've got like this bridge here, and then the highway carried on, and it took you sort of like down here, followed like a little two-laned motorway, and took you all the way to what was going to be the new Noble City. So the new Noble City starts here. So this was like part of it. So you can obviously see. And here's the cathedral. So this was where we decided that we was going to like rebuild the cathedral, and we put it in exactly sort of how it looked on the original city. So the original city, it was right near like a highway stroke a motorway, and there was like buildings like across from it as well. I think on the original Noble City there was like a underground train station that was obviously like that was a big part of Noble City. But there's like signs and stuff, so I signposted things. But as you cannot obviously see, there was like loads of great stuff. And the thing about it is as well, where you've got Grovewood, with the original plan of Grovewood was to be a beach area, and when we did Noble City, there was a highway that headed exactly in the same direction that was supposed to go to the beach area, but it was all meant to be like part of Noble City. But so it kind of worked out in a similar way that we had this beach area, and then you had like, so this was kind of like the main city area and then the beach area. So I kind of followed the same pattern, but it was obviously like just a little bit more different and a little bit more modern. But good vibes, good times, man. Honestly, and I did do a little bit more work to this area as well. This is a little bit outdated. Sadly, I haven't got. This is like the most recent footage that I could find, like of this city, and I think like that's the crazy part about it. Like the footage is just so minimal to like what you can find, as you can obviously see. So we got all the details at the side. So I like really replicated it from when I originally built it, which is like the mad thing. And then I don't know on the original Noble City if we like detailed the back of the cathedral, but I know in the original cathedral we put like plaques inside, and it was like a list of all the people that had like helped build on the map, which was like a crazy thing. But in Grovewood, the plaque was located in a different place. But crazy times. Loads of memories springing back now from the PlayStation days. But the video is actually about to end. I think he's like gonna finish off because I think he's seen all the new stuff inside of the map. So wow, that is crazy. Yeah, so he finishes it from here. So right, we got an advert. So when was this video actually posted? So let's actually have a look. So this was actually posted on the 20th of October 2018. So 2018, 2023 we are now. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So it will actually be 5 years this October. 2019 was sort of, I suppose, when I would have maybe like stopped going on the map as much. 2018 we finished Park Drive for good. That was when we like called the final episode. And then I know 2019 was when I sort of started the music started taking off a bit more. So I sort of did, if I wanted the music to really take off, like I knew I'd have to sort of something had to give, and sort of sat on Minecraft for hours on end building was obviously just something that if I wasn't doing that, I could put more time into doing music things. So 2019, so I'd say early 2020 would probably be sort of when I would maybe completely stop. I think possibly maybe. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, 2019 could sort of be when it was. So about sort of 4 years since I've obviously been on this map and like built anything, which is a crazy amount of time. Like it only feels like yesterday. Like we was laying all that road down and doing all that highway and all the stuff like that. And what do I think of the map? We're like 4 or 5 years on. So like, what do I think of the map? And do you know what? I actually think it is an amazing map. It's really good. It's well detailed, and I think definitely it was like the best map that I'd actually done out of all of the maps, because obviously each map was getting better because I was improving as a builder, and an amazing map that I'd actually constructed. And a big shout to people that helped me build the map at the time. I know there was Ant, there was Alfie Banks. I know Steve helped me at one point. Loads more people to mention. I know there was like loads of people at the time that helped me. Like people like literally like did come and go. You know, some people had out for a bit, and then some people would be like, "Oh, I want to play Call of Duty now." So, you know, you won't actually get it as such. But it was just obviously, you know, what it was just one of them things. So, yeah, there you go. That was the city tour of Grovewood. So, make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to share, and we'll do Los Ashleys. We shall do Los Ashleys. I don't know. I'll have to look back on the channel, but I think this channel, I think like the cities before this, the other cities before Los Ashleys, I think they were on the previous channel, because I think Los Ashleys started on a old channel that like got deactivated and deleted, which was a little bit of a shame. And we haven't been constructing Los Ashleys that long, and I opened up a new channel, and we sort of carried on where we left off, and we built sort of the remainders of Los Ashleys, and yeah, so we'll tour that one. There is some other cities in between. We did like the Kelton Village. That was a map that just never really progressed, but it was looking good. So we could maybe possibly tour that if there is any like videos touring it that I can find on the web. The Los Ashleys one, I don't know how up to date it'll be, but we'll get a good vibe of it. So make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to share, and yeah, we'll see you next time.